Are you interested in the historical figure of the samurai? Would you like to know very interesting details that most people don't know about? Are you fascinated by the historically accurate image of the samurai? If so, keep watching. Hello noble ones, welcome back to my channel. This is the Metatron speaking. Today we have a book review. As a matter of fact, we are reviewing a book from a fellow YouTuber, Anthony Cummings. Now, important to note that apart from being a YouTuber, Anthony is also the founder of the Historical Ninjutsu Research Team. So, considering my passion for ancient and feudal Japan, and in particular for the upper echelons of the warrior class, I was rather thrilled to receive a copy of Anthony's work, The Book of Samurai. But how interesting is it? And most importantly, what does it talk about? So, this is Book 1, Fundamental Teachings. So, this book presents to samurai history students the traditions of the Natori-ryu, a renowned school of war founded in Japan in the 16th century. What's important to say, however, is that this is not just a historical book. It's a book containing translations of 2 scrolls from ancient Japanese, containing teachings for samurai during times of peace, divided into 2 scrolls. The first one, named Heika Jodan, containing 290 lessons to prepare the samurai tactically, martially, and mentally for conflicts to come. And the second one, called Ippei Yoko, which deals with the actual field of battle, providing basic instructions for those who take up arms for the first time. So, what about my personal experience? Did I enjoy the book? Yes, I did. It was a very good read, and I was really happy that Anthony has sent this book to me. It has enlarged and expanded my understanding of the historically accurate samurai. And I have to say that regardless of the fact that I myself have done quite a lot of study on this matter, I did find quite a lot of information in this book that I did not know. There is a passage I'd like to share with you, which says this: paying attention when walking at night. Be it far away or close by, you should pay extra attention when you need to walk at night. When you see the outline of a human on the street, prepare yourself. Also, fighting methods are different from those used in the daytime. This is described in the points below. And from now on, the whole chapter explains how to deal with a whole variety of situations, some of which are really interesting and really show the mentality of the Japanese in the 16th century. Another part that I particularly enjoyed is the part called Hen, Articles on Emergencies, on page 92. It says, points about unexpected events. Fui means anything that happens unexpectedly. For example, fires, earthquakes, rainstorms, gales, thunderstorms, blizzards, floods, fights, attacks by gangs of thieves, people running at you in madness, people coming to you for sanctuary, and people who have collapsed on the street. However, in any unexpected situation, it is most likely that you will become confused. Therefore, the first thing to do is to settle your mind before dealing with the situation at hand. If you are unaware of this, more often than not, you will lose the initiative because you will feel rushed. Therefore, always calm your mind and be prepared for this type of situation. Another thing that I really liked is the part that I will not read now, but there is a whole part which talks and deals with all the sort of weapons and equipment and items that a samurai should carry with him during trips, for example, in many other situations. Now, when Anthony asked me to make this video review about the book, I did tell him, and he did know, that I tend to be painfully honest in my reviews, whether it be a book review, whether it be a review of a weapon or an armor. Now, what I mean by that is that I will share with you, noble ones, my authentic opinions on the book that I have, of course, read. So in this video, I'm not just going to say, buy the book, don't buy the book, but I'm going to give you some positive aspects and negative aspects of the book. So let's begin from the positive aspects. So, 3 kinds of people could benefit from this book. The first category is all those who are interested in the real historical figure of the samurai, who want to know more about how samurais lived, not just the epic things, but everything, to understand and have an overall 3-dimensional interpretation of the figure of the samurai. So, scholars, samurai students, samurai enthusiasts, people who are interested in real historical accuracy, this is a book for you. The second category would be writers. If you're writing a story, a novel, a book, and you want to have information on how samurai lived, and you want to know interesting details that will make your book more intriguing, then again, this would be a perfect purchase for you. Third category, role-playing gamers and LARPers. Because again, I think some of the areas of the book and some of the chapters are so specific on how to be a samurai that it's perfect if you want to be a samurai in your games. If you are playing a role-playing game with your friends and you want to impress them with how much you know about how real samurai actually lived, how to be a real samurai in a historical, low fantasy setting. So, who are the sorts of people who would not find this book interesting? Well, first of all, if you're into epic stories, if you want something strong, full of emotions, then definitely this is not the book for you. This book is full of practical information, things that were useful for samurais. It's not going to tell you epic stories of samurais winning battles. This is not the sort of book. So if you want this sort of reading, don't buy the book. Secondly, if you're one of those people who get bored quickly, because this book requires a certain amount of passion for Japanese history and samurai. As a matter of fact, although I have shared with you some passages that I really liked and some portions of the book that I really liked earlier on in this video, I have to say that the first 10 pages were a little hard to go through for me. They were a little boring, a little dull, because they're full of all the spiritual part, and honestly I am more interested in the second part. But as you go past through the first part of the book, then you will find that all the rest of the book is incredibly interesting. But again, if you get bored quickly, probably is not a book for you. Thirdly, if you're interested into the fantasy aspects of samurai, if you like fantasy readings, if you like the idea of these samurais being able to cut everything with their katana and killing everyone in their path, and that sort of image of the samurai, which is not the historically accurate one, then no, this will not be the book for you. Alright then, I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, please remember thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more content from the Metatron. You will find all sorts of information down below in the description if you want to find the book, if you want to contact Anthony Cummings, and also you will find links to both Anthony's channel and to a whole series of videos where you will find the Natori-ryu techniques taught to you. Thank you very much for watching, and remember, the Metatron has spread his wings. Goodbye. Oh, fammi capire, sei di Roma? Rimani fermo, vado